What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood with another episode of Bob's Holly World. Today, we're going to be reviewing this Boss Nass figure. Now, Boss Nass, this is from Star Wars Episode 1. It comes with a Comtech chip technology. I do not have the means to make it work, but it's pretty cool. Like this thing here, I do not have one of those. But I think it's a pretty cool figure, man. Like you see, there's figures on the back. There's the Boss Nass, which we have right here. There's Ki-Adi Mundi. There's Chancellor Valorum, and there's Mace Windu, and there's Gascano with Pit Droid. Honestly, I want all of them. I don't necessarily want the Mace Windu. I have a Mace Windu, but I do like to have every character. Pit Droids are cool, and then obviously Jedi are cool, and I like the politicians as well. Politicians are the main reason why I like Star Wars Episodes 1 through 3. The political aspect. I know I'm a weirdo in that regard, but I love the prequels. The prequels are my favorite Star Wars next to Rogue One. Rogue One is the shit. So there's a bio for the toy line or the movie in general, and then there's a bio for the character. I'm gonna read the bio for the movie. A generation before Star Wars Star Wars A New Hope, in a galaxy far, far away, an evil force is gaining strength and threatens an entire civilization. Two courageous Jedi, a young queen, a Gungan outcast, and a slave boy named Anakin band together to save a planet under attack as the fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance. So Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Amidala, Jar Jar, and then Anakin, they're the main characters of Star Wars Episode 1. And obviously I don't think there's a main character in general for that movie. Like, I know it builds to make Anakin the protagonist, even though, it's from his perspective, but not initially in Episode 1, if that makes sense. I personally wouldn't say there's a main character in Episode 1. And then Episode 2, it starts, we get more Obi-Wan and Anakin and so forth. But I don't think Episode 1 either should be considered the main character. All right, this is for the bio for Boss Nass. It says, Boss Nass is the leader of the amphibious Gungans who live in the Naboo underworld city of Oto Gunga. He initially resists the Jedi's pleas for help against the Trade Federation invasion, but later comes to realize that the fate of the Gungans and Naboo are intertwined. And I do remember Qui-Gon like, yeah, well, even if they take out the Naboo above, like, they're going to come down here, or at least your way of doing things will be altered if you don't help. So, and it says his Comtech chip lines are, we should know like the Naboo, you should know tanking, you should greater than the Gungans. Maybe we should be in friends. So lots and lots of racist speak, but I love Star Wars Episode 1. I don't mind, man. Like, I remember when he shakes his wrist, like, that shit's, it's for kids, that part, Like, I bought this for $5 from a local comic book store called Collector's Kingdom. They have a bunch of Star Wars figures that go in there every now and then for Star Wars figures. Preferably the $5 ones, but if there's one that I think is more valuable, or not more valuable, it was worth the higher price tag, I don't mind. This was taped, so maybe at some point, that might be why it was so cheap, or maybe they had this on display somewhere, or someone else had it on display and sold it to them. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and get this sumbitch open. Again, this is a retro review because this figure came out in 1998 or 1999. 1998, his foot might say 1999. I know that's how it was with Captain Tarples, which is also the same line. I don't know why Tarples isn't on the back of this box, because Boss Nass was on the back of Tarples' box. So, not that it makes a big difference, or any difference, really. He's come with a couple of accessories, one being very obviously the staff. Yep. One being the staff. It's pretty cool. It's got like a turquoise stones or whatever in the middle. But other than that, it's pretty basic. You can hold it in his hand. I'm assuming it will be by that part. Yeah. He's really short. And there's that Comtech chip. You see him in the middle of it. And it says, name, 25, Boss Nass. And status ruler of the Gungans. And you can see you can put it on it. It doesn't do anything. You need that talker. Another accessory, if this can come off. Yep, that can come off. There he is. You see he has the same ears as any other Gungan. His just eyes are recessed. It looks more like a bullfrog. But, yeah. I'm going to use this guy as like a politician. Obviously, he's not a warrior or whatever. I'm going to use him as the Gungans member of the of any sort of political scenes I might do. Yeah, he's really short. I don't have my ruler, but he's short compared to my other Gungans when this is done. But so yeah, this plastic piece comes off. It can go in any character if you want. And then there's that. I wouldn't display him without it just because he's got these brown sleeves that are, I guess, meant to mimic being a part of this. I mean, I guess if you had like a vest or whatever, but no, I'd rather keep it with that. And he's just got like this chocolate, like on his torso and his legs. He's got a butt crack, that's kind of weird. And then he's got peanut butter sleeves, which is supposed to match this again. He's got this crown thing that keeps his ears back. Big, fat, flabby chin. 3 toes like all Gungans, 4 fingers like all Gungans. So, yeah, really basic detailing. Like his little thing here is pretty ornate, but really he's just really simple mold. Painting is good. Little squiggles on them. It's meant to represent, I guess, rougher skin, but he's smooth pretty much all around. Like you can feel that part of his flesh, but it's not like ridgy or anything. His head turns to the side. Maybe if he didn't have his little ears, he could do it more. Arms rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder. Waist rotates 360 degrees at the stomach. Legs go up that high, maybe more, but it would feel like I'd be pushing it, go back that far. Not eligible for nasty hole status. He does have a peg at the bottom of his feet. It came off, actually. Let's try it with this foot. Whoops. Let's try it with this foot. Still comes off, but it stayed on there pretty well. Guy's tiny. I do not have my ruler, but I'm comparing him to this little toy of a Gungan, barely taller. Then I'll compare him to this Gungan warrior. Wow, look at the difference. And this is the shortest out of my, well, was the shortest out of my Hasbro Gungan figures from the Star Wars line. Compare him to Jar Jar Binks. You see the difference in detailing. I think Jar Jar is from a different line because he's more articulated. And then we compare him to his bodyguard, essentially. Captain Tarbles. I want to say Captain Tarbles is the best looking out of these 5. Jar Jar may be my favorite. He has the most articulation, but I want to say Tarbles looks the best. Anyway, I want to get more Gungans. I want to get more warriors so they can be, you know, soldiers. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Let all the homies know where they can find me. B.O.B. That's right here at Bob's Holly World. Catch you next time. Peace.